Hey, it's a beautiful sunny day here in Zanesville. We're here at the barn setting up for the Rocktober Breakout Bash. Going to be a party. Setup is underway. Matt Hutchins, the do-it-all man. Arranging tables, setting up sound. He does it all. Thank God for him.
She called, texted me and told me, man, there's a sheriff and his car upside down, and they're up against the building, close to the building. And
You're in the shop.
Don't
You're in.
post that on Facebook.
Someone being Mac the knife. There's a tugboat down by the river, don't you know, with a cement bag just drooping all down. The tune of might amuse you, you know a sort can confuse you. Oh, let me take my chances on the wall.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah!
Tonight I'll have a look and try to find my feet again. Buried beneath the town, my spirit screams out again. I'm back at Monster, where's the cloak of crouching laughter? Behind the TV screen, I'm falling to my knees. You said you got me where you want me again. I can't turn away, hanging by a thread, and I'm feeling like a ball stuck here in between the shadows of my yesterday. I wanna get away, I need to get away. Blanket of silence, you don't wanna see my deep in deep. Learn all the evidence, so what about the night makes you change? More from sweet to deranged. What about my voice tells you who's been wrong? You got pain like an addict. I'm leaving you. You got pain like an addict. Killing in my head. And I've seen darkness come across, and your car gets off dust. What about my wife makes you doubt all these words? You got pain like an addict, leaving you. You got pain like an addict, telling you I'm not reminded. What about the night makes you shine? What about the night makes you change? What about the night makes you change? What about the night makes you change?
Yeah. Nice.
You're so polite indeed. Well, I've got everything I need. I'll make my days agree and take away my self-destruction. Big baby, and it's very sweet. I'm on a roller coaster, but I'm on my feet. Take me to the river, let me out the show. My love, I'm coming back, baby. I'm coming back alone. Do the thing, the sing along, the sing along, something I'm a come back. Rocking up a bit, but I'm never said my pleasure. I'm much better, but I won't regret it never. When I go by, just don't know. I've got to take it slow. When I got a love that keeps me waiting. I'm a lonely boy. I'm a lonely boy. Oh, 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 oh. I got a love that keeps me waiting.
Yeah, yeah.
Lord reminds me where I'm from, and the storm inside me keeps me alive. Break down, I'll say it again. Break down, I'll say it again. Break down, I'm not afraid to die. Reminds me where I'm from, and the storm inside of me keeps me alive. All right, thank you. We're the Many Thieves. We really appreciate you guys listening to us today.
Honey, how's that drink going down? Seems a little stiff for 2 p.m. Holler if you need anything. I've got an ear to me. I'll be right here cutting lines, counting cash and stocking big. Got an idea what's on your mind, so in the meantime think on this. I've seen girls like you here before, watch broken hearts break through that door a time or two. This ain't my first rodeo. I've seen the other side of this bar. Pouring salt on over here, stand right there where you are. Crowd the stage right now, somehow more than that
I couldn't even open my mouth for like the first 6 months and play guitar at the same time. It was terrible, horrible. But the first song I ever wrote was shortly after I ended up getting a DUI wrecked my car. It was a bad deal. Woke up to a train about 10 foot in front of my face. But when I was finally able to play and sing, I wrote this song and just kind of everything just fit together. I mean, it might sound a little bit corny, but you know, it's an original. It's from the heart. So I hope you guys like it. It's called Since Day One. Since day one, my papa taught me not to use God's name in vain. You make the bed to lay in, and treat your friends and family all the same. I ain't saying I've got it all planned out, but the man you're looking at now has got a lot of help right here in this town. Never felt like we needed to prove that we were country. We always thought that everyone wanted the swampers on the trucks, and at a bonfire was something everyone did just for fun. That's just how we've always felt. 6 day one. My brother's never been afraid to tell me what was on his mind, but I can tell his heart was heavy, but now I got my DUI. And I've never seen that grown boy cry, wouldn't be who I am tonight. Never felt like we needed when we were country. We always thought that everyone wanted the swampers on the trucks. At a bonfire was something everyone did just for fun. This is how we've always felt. The 6 day one. Never really been big fans. My pants were low, I felt like truck with daddy's money. It's just a luxury we never had. But if I could change all the simple little things that makes us who we are, the only realize maybe heaven ain't so far. Since day one, my grandpa taught me not to use God's name in vain. Make the bed you lay in, and treat your friends and family all the same.
Nice.
And that's it. Thank you.
Hey! strength to waste away the waking day. The clearing is where you want to stay. There's a place where you can run, save you from the setting sun, from the rain of every wall. Won't you come, won't you come? The clearing has no moon, clearing feels no pain. And won't you realize it's where you will remain? There's a place where you can run, save you from the setting sun, from the blame of everyone. Won't you come, won't you come? The clearing has no moon, the clearing feels no pain. And won't you realize it's where you will remain? There's a place where you can run, save you from the setting sun, from the blame of everyone. Won't you come? Blood is trickling down your heels. The urge to kill is somewhere. Yeah! My mind is dwelling in darkness. My eyes see pain and misery. I hear the screaming across the land. The urge to kill is somewhere. What they gonna do? Roll across the
Thank you.
Next time you see me, things won't be the same. Next time you see me, things won't be the same. If it hurts you, my darling, you only got yourself to blame. Is it true what you say? All that shine that got gold. True what you say, all the shine that I go. Like the girl could say that we go far below. Playing like she, whoa, for so long. Playing like she, whoa, for so long. It's the wrong dumb woman, a dumb thing on your door. Baby, know. If I can be deserted, I'll find anyone you can be. I'll find anyone for you. I'll find anyone you can depend on.
Okay. What up? I am a dubstep beatboxer. I want to see everyone's phones. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Are you drinking?
Have a good time? Here we go.
When it knocks you down, singles the bug, doubles the ball, equal the handsome, singles the bread, tight your grip, nicotine grip, open the door. No doubt! Are you with me? No doubt! Locked in on the drums, everybody! No doubt!
For years. All Muslims try to agree on things at this point. Reviewing their holy book, I don't know what it is, what's called the Muslim Bible, all Muslims seem confused. For example, there's a passage in the Muslim Bible, it's been said on American cable news, I won't say which one, but that a Muslim man, quote from the Bible, Muslim Bible, a Muslim man can beat his wife into submission for non-compliance. Now let me explain, okay? That's what I heard on TV. They show me what to think, and I'm told what to think, and okay. So that's my feelings. So something to that effect. A Muslim man can beat his wife into submission for non-compliance. On this cable news show, the Muslim men are asked why such a thing would be in their Bible. The Muslim men seem perplexed, were speechless. Now keep in mind that previously on the same cable news show, both the Muslim men appearing as well as the notoriously abrasive host, so he's not afraid to see what he thinks, seem to agree that the Muslim Bible does indeed promote peace. So everybody agrees that the Muslim Bible promotes peace.
So why is that statement in there? But they looked it up and it was in there. So is it a problem who wrote the Bible? So that's the current situation from what I've observed. But so again, but the News Hope had his people research the Muslim Bible, and those people had found the aforementioned passages about, I'd say it, the Muslim man can beat their wife into submission for non-compliance. It was something like that. All involved were perplexed. Muslims, the host, everybody. So, meanwhile, seeing the confusion of all sacred scripture and their former state of slavery, the black population feels confused. It says in the Christian New Testament, that it's okay for Christians to have slaves. Now, it says that in a few places I can show you, unless they change my Bible, see how that works. So, it's okay for Christians to have slaves, it says in the Christian New Testament. Now, it's a fact that in a respected version of the New Testament, it says with 21st century knowledge that educated people can tell if one person wrote, well, I lost it, but like they can prove, you know, whoever wrote that didn't write this with 21st century knowledge. They can prove it. They can look at your handwriting, Jackie, your handwriting, Paul, my handwriting, deduce the way you write, and then look at something else that was written and say, okay, whoever wrote that didn't write this. So like, say you wrote this, Jackie. I could analyze the way you wrote.
Sure.
And then I could like look at this.
Handwriting expert, sure.
Well, not necessarily handwriting.
No. Okay.
More than handwriting. I mean, maybe anyway, it's more than handwriting. So they can look at this, okay, Jackie wrote this, this is her form of writing, her thought process. They look at this, okay, this is this guy's thought process. So whoever wrote this didn't write this. They can do that now in the 21st century. So they can look at the Bible and say, okay, whoever wrote this didn't write this. But it's a fact that in the Bible it'll say the guy that wrote this also wrote this. You know how confusing that is?
They
Yes.
conflict.
So,
Somebody forgot to write it down when they first wrote it.
and I don't want to confuse things further. I even read today that like they said, it was 1 Corinthians or something, that they said Paul, the author, which I guess was Paul, apparently Paul had taken like 10, 15 writings and threw them all together and called it 1 Corinthians. So see how confusing that is? So the author, that's meaning the author would now regain lucidity and try to make sense of what he sees outside. A mere casual observer, the author is confused by the outside world. An irrational person could see that for years the author has merely observed the world and can't understand it. Why can't the people the author sees around them agree? And the author looked up Allah in the dictionary. I can't even spell Allah. I don't see Allah. I don't know what's going on. But I looked up Allah in the dictionary. Not kidding. It's on the shelf by my bed. Couldn't find Allah, honestly, but found Jesus. Big surprise. So, author seriously doesn't know how to spell Allah, or as a matter of fact, author doesn't understand what is really happening in the world outside.
The author is you.
Right. So it's confusing. Don't Muslims just believe in a different version of Jesus? I'd say I'm positive they do. They believe in a different version of Jesus. So obviously Muslims don't respect Jesus like Christians. So seeing all this, the author is very confused. What the hell is going on out there? Author sees strange black African American men coming and going across the street. Very confusing indeed. So I looked up Allah, A-L-L-A or L-L-A-A-H, I don't know. I couldn't find it. But I remember someone I respect once told me, couldn't you look up Allah in the dictionary and say Jehovah? and then look up Jehovah and say Allah. I don't know. I am now thinking, what do you think, Paul?
I have no idea.
Okay. So I am now thinking, so if Jesus is respected by Muslims and Christians, and then Christians call God Jehovah, what is this confused casual observer to believe?
I always say there's no universal truth.
So I think we all need God, whatever that is, and reach middle ground. Muslims can learn the process of debate from Americans and come up with a unified version of God. Now, I can try to explain that. From what I've seen, what they let me watch on cable news is, I've seen both sides. Muslims say, well, let me just start with Americans because I'm an American. I'm glad you're in here, Paul. This is just a ramble, okay? But Americans debate. They say, you think this, you think that, we think this. We can't agree, but we all want what's best for everybody. So, it's confusing, but so let's get together, debate it. We'll all debate it, and then we'll come up with a conclusion. Well, that seems to make sense, and that seemed to work for a long time, but, in my opinion, good American work ethic turned into greed, and now everybody wants money, which I guess me too, but okay. But so what I'm getting at is Americans debate it. They debate things and come up with a conclusion. Now that's good. But then look at the Muslim viewpoint, from what I'm told, from all the shows they let me watch. Muslims say, Americans say to Muslims, well, why don't you can't agree on what your holy book says, so why don't you debate it and then come up with a conclusion? Well, you ask a Muslim woman and she'll say, no, I just do what Allah tells me, which is really just saying I do what God tells me. So she'll say, but I just do what God tells me. And how do I find out about God? I'm supposed to do everything the man tells me. Well, as the man find out about God, he seeks God, and then he thinks what he thinks God says, and he tells the Muslim woman that's how they come up. So that's how they come up with a decision. So I'm trying not to, this is my feelings. Remember, I'm delusional, and I'm not exposed to anything, so I guess if I'm delusional, I'll decide what. Okay. So my solution is we need God and debate. So Americans use debate, Muslims use God. So why don't they combine it? Muslims get together, debate what they think God is, come up with a conclusion. Americans get God back in their lives, debate what that is, and decide about God. We'll all decide what God is. Hopefully we'll all live happily ever after. And I won't be killed by these terrorists that I say right. But I'm worried about Mom. Now this is really kind of what started this whole thing. I was doing okay. Mom is going to die. She's 85. I was told, she's been my only friend for 30 years. That's fine. Okay, but so she's going to die. I'm told that she's going to die, that I should move on. And
You're going to die too.
So I don't want to be argumentative.
You're going to die too.
I'd like to live in peace.
So that's a big thing. We're not going to fix that. You can't fix that tonight.
No.
And talking to your counselor about, what about your mom and what's going to happen.
What do you think, Summer? Do you have an opinion?
On what?
Just a basic opinion on everything you've heard. I'd like to hear an outside opinion.
Well, I think everybody here wants what's best for you. For sure, they wouldn't be here with you right now. So they
Okay.
obviously care.
Would you like to offer an opinion? Because I'd love to hear your opinion.
I think you should go where they want you to and get back on your meds. And then if you think sleep deprivation is a problem, maybe if you take the right medicine, you'll be able to rest at night. You'll have a clear mind. So that's what I think.
Thank you, Summer. That was an excellent opinion. Very good opinion.
So we're at a decision point, and I think it'd be good for you to go to the crisis unit part of that criteria is your medicine is there and they expect you to take it. We can go out there tonight. You may be able to refuse tonight, but tomorrow morning, 2 refusals and you're gonna have to leave.
I know how the system works. I've been in it 30 years.
So, are you okay with that?
With going to the crisis center, yeah. Paul, so that's cool.
Yeah,
Okay. And so you'll get his meds out there tonight? Could you do it tonight?
sure. Mm-hmm.
And how do you want to get out there? Do you want Paul to take you out?
Yes.
I can take him.
Okay. Are you feeling depressed? You look
Just sleep deprived.
just sleep deprived.
But I don't want to be argumentative.
All right. Are you feeling anxious? Like you're worried about stuff for no reason?
Confused.
A little bit.
I feel happy, then sad, then in between, then happy, then sad, then in between.
How tired are you right now on a 0 to 10 scale? I'm being serious. How tired do you feel right this minute?
Tired.
Tired? Okay. And do you, sometimes depression comes out in anger. So I need to ask, do you feel angry inside right now? Like you're going to yell, scream, throw chairs or anything?
I don't want to be argumentative. I'm a student of psychology. You're a student of psychology. If I would be my goal is to live in peace, but as students of psychology, if I would be faced with not living in peace, proper responses from an instinctive bodily reaction would be
Sure.
sadness, possibly push to the point of anger, seeing a resulting of not living the ultimate goal of living in peace. I would have to come up with some sort of thing to tell Ken, so I want to live in peace. I don't want to be argumentative and would like to go to the crisis center, but I don't want to be argumentative. I would like to live in peace.
He's been angry. Angry outbursts of that.
I'm not angry right now. I don't remember being overly angry.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
It's up to you, Ken. You're awesome. I've known you for a long time.
Do you?
I'd say nothing else. Unless
Okay. And so you're not feeling any kind of real severe depression,
just confusion.
irritable?
Confusion.
Mm-hmm. Have you had any problems seeing things that aren't there, bugs on the wall, anything like that?
Not bugs on specifically. But I've been told I'm delusional. Perhaps I am, but I'd like to live in peace. I'm not living in peace, so I'll do what I can within my delusion to live in peace. And I'd be willing to state my case. I will willing to debate my case.
He associates all these random encounters as having some sort of connection.
I don't want to be argumentative, and I'd like to live in peace.
Mm-hmm. So do you feel like we're ganging up on you?
I'm a student of psychology. If I'm in a room with, see how that works?
Yes.
So perhaps I do feel
See,
ganged up.
this-
So what
I'd
if
like
it-
to live in peace.
What if
but
it
I
was
don't want
just
to
you and I, and we talk for a minute? Is that
and Paul and Jackie, therefore, and then someone would be there.
Well, that's everybody.
Well, Paul, if you think we can trust Ken, I won't
Sure,
disappear
I
on the
know.
back ward somewhere.
I know we
I
can
will
trust
be
him.
willing to talk
No.
to you.
I know
I
we can
don't-
trust him.
You better not leave me back here, and we
I'll be
better trust
right
Ken.
outside the
And this
door.
better be Ken. I'm delusional. I want to live in peace, and I don't want to be argumentative. So, okay, I'll talk to you.
I don't do things that way. Whatever I think, I'm gonna tell you.
Okay. Paul, you
Well,
think it's safe to talk to you?
I know it is.
Well, they're gonna be right
Me and
outside.
Ken will talk.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,